Currently in our area, 54 degrees under cloudy skies. Today, overcast with showers at times, especially later on. High 58. Chance of rain 50%. Tonight, clear to partly cloudy. Low 40. Winds east-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Wednesday, mainly sunny. High 67. Winds south-southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Adventure level, very high.
I feel like the first person on the moon.
This recovery has to happen in a hurry.
I'm here for one thing only, that's gold.
That was crazy. I did not expect to see that.
We're pushing everything to the max.
There's something alien about it.
Get the gold, dude.
You're into a whole world of new.
I've never seen anything like this.
Expect the unexpected.
Well, very dry, warm, and breezy conditions really leading to a fire danger here in these areas from the southern plains to the southwest, even parts of the lower Mississippi Valley. Red flag warnings, they are up, as well as fire weather watches here for our day. We're going to be watching, again, things very closely as we deal with those winds start to scream in some of these spots.
And really all across, the Great Basin, southwest, we've got high wind warnings in California for the mountains just to the east of San Diego. In fact, around the Phoenix area, we've got some concerns not just for the wind itself, but for what's getting kicked up in that wind. There's some air quality alerts there for pollution from dust in the air. The wind is going to be really picking up across the high plains today, too.
Yeah, so watch for that. Right now, we're seeing gusts in Oklahoma City already getting up over 30 miles per hour, but we could see some stronger winds. Wichita, as we work our way through the evening, maybe 40 to 50 mile per hour winds will be possible. And you can see just how dry it is in this zone. We're talking dew points now, single digits in teens across parts of the southwest. We could use some moisture, but it's not happening in that part of the world.
No, the south wind, which will be strong, will be bringing back moisture from Dallas to Oklahoma City, but you notice that it just stays dry, actually. Arizona, New Mexico, the Texas Panhandle, and that's where that fire danger is critical for today.
Well, I'll tell you, 1 year ago this week, Texas suffered a massive power crisis.
In February 2021, Winter Storm Uri brought some of the coldest temperatures to Texas in 3 decades. More than 4.5 million homes and businesses lost power. But why?
Well, we sent our chief environmental correspondent, Dave Malkoff, to find out. And what he discovered, was power outrage.
Yeah, Dave joins us now to share his new report for our Pattern Explorers series. Dave, good morning to you. Thank you so much for being here.
Good morning. Good morning.
And we've been talking a lot about this, off camera as well. We just can't believe all that has happened behind the scenes with this that people don't know. And I'm so glad you're sharing it.
Yeah, I don't have to tell you, this was not unpredicted.
Right.
They knew this was going to happen. They knew it was coming, and it isn't unprecedented either. When this happened, a lot of Texas lost power. There was something like $100 billion worth of damage, and some estimates put it up to $130 billion worth of damage. But it didn't affect all of Texas equally. Look what happened in the historically black section of Houston, Texas.
It was awful. The power stayed out for a week, and you know it was cold. And to be in a cold, old house, that's awful.
Deborah Brow was in this old house in Houston, Texas, when 1 year ago, the power plants froze, people lost power, and their icy pipes burst.
And I don't know if everybody is as interested in this power grid thing. But after what we've gone through, they should be.
You see, if one power plant goes down, you can always get power from another part of the country. But here in Texas, that's not an option. When power plants freeze here, almost everyone's heat goes out, because decades ago, Texas chose to stay on their own electricity island.
Texas, notoriously independent and wanting to do it our own way, and that's had some advantages, but also it has came back to bite us. When we really could have benefited from connecting our grid to the rest of the country.
Luke Metzger is one of the leading voices trying to reconnect Texas to the eastern and western grids that serve the rest of the country. So while cold states like Minnesota and hot states like Arizona have federal regulations that force them to prepare the power plants for extreme weather, Texas doesn't have those rules.
We talked to one of your representatives in Congress, Dan Crenshaw. I just wanted to show you this interview and get your reaction to what he said here.
Is there any idea of integrating your grid into a more national grid so you don't have the problem like you had last winter?
That wouldn't have solved our problem. There's just not a single expert that would think that connecting our grid to the rest of the country would have solved that problem, because Oklahoma didn't have power, New Mexico didn't have power, Louisiana didn't have power.
So what do you have to say about that? What's your reaction?
Yeah, so many things wrong with what the congressman said.
And at 5 p.m. Eastern today, you will hear the answer to that question. What happened down there in Texas, and could it happen again? Because, we're back into the exact week where we were last year.
Yeah, no, exactly. And Dave, watch Dave's full report actually on Storm Center. It's at 5 Eastern, 4 Central tonight. And I am looking forward to that. Do you think it could happen again? Not just there, but anywhere else?
It depends on how much power the people in Texas require. Do they have to require more power than Texas can provide?
Okay. All right. Well, we know with changing climate means more extreme weather, and that, of course, can lead to power outages.
What makes the DQ $6 meal deal for real? How about the Applewood smoked bacon, plus a Coca-Cola, fries, and a sundae? All full-sized, all for just $6. Making BFFs bacon friends forever. DQ, happy tastes good.
I hated sticking my fingers. Then I got the Dexcom G6.
I just glance at my phone and there's my glucose number.
Wow.
My A1C's dropped over 2 points to 7.2.
That's a huge victory.
Hi, it's me again. Listen to this. Medicare Part C plans with extra benefits like getting money added back to your Social Security check every month may now be available to you in your zip code. Make sure you're not missing out. It's simple. 1, call the number on your screen. 2, they'll look up your zip code and see if you're eligible. 3, they'll check for plans with extra benefits like prescriptions, dental coverage, and the benefit that adds money